Are you tired of restrictive diets that make you feel like a failure? What if I told you that there's a smarter way of counting calories? In this video, I'll show you how I combine my nutritional skills and my coding skills into a web application that will help you to use calorie banking if you're counting your macros. I'm a personal trainer on my day-to-day, and the main problem that I have against calorie counting is that it's quite restrictive, or at least it doesn't have too much of room for error because you always have to be weighing everything. Sometimes, particularly on the weekends, it gets quite challenging for the clients to actually eat the same amount of calories that they're eating during the week. I understand now that that doesn't need to be so black and white, because as long as you have the same amount of calories eaten every week, it's going to be kind of okay. The problem with daily caloric intake is that it's too much of a small sample for you to actually see a difference. As long as you have that weekly caloric intake at the number that you want to have it, your body weight is going to be going up or down, whatever that it is that you want to achieve, whether that is gain muscle or lose fat. Now, this is where calorie banking comes in, because it becomes quite useful that you can cycle the calories that you have during the week. That means that if you have social events during the weekend, you can eat less during the weekdays, and that means that you're going to have extra calories on those 2 days so that you can have more fun in social events. You might gain some body weight at those days because you eat extra carbs and you retain a bit more of liquid, but in reality that's not going to be fat. That doesn't mean that you're not going to be counting calories. It means that you're going to have more calories to actually eat. When I explain this concept to my clients, it's hard to understand, but it's a bit more easy to visualize. Now, if you use MyFitnessPal, you'll know that it's probably a very crappy app. But if you use Carbon Diet Coach or if you use Macro Factor, you know that they already have this graph integrated into their app. And the problem is that you have to use the full app for you to access this graph. And that's why I have this project. And I built this web application so that people can come in, input their macros or create their own macros if they don't still have them, and then adjust their whole week depending on what days do they actually want to eat more or less. And after that, you're going to be able to share with your coach or with whoever you need to the macros that you're going to be eating those days. Now, there's a few key things here. Protein never changes. Protein intakes is always going to be the same no matter what amount of calories you're going to be having each day. And the second thing, I adjusted the activity multiplier by the amount of steps that a person takes rather simply than by the number of exercises that they do per week, because I think that now everyone is tracking their steps one way or the other. Usually it's being tracked by their phone, and if not, they probably have a smartwatch. Those two things are probably things that I would say will make this such a great tool, because it's going to help you organize your week and really commit and stop binge eating during the weekends because you think that you're gonna have the same calories that when you have to work during the weekdays. At least for me personally, what it works is that I drastically eat less during the weekdays because I tend to be more busy. I have to go to university, I have to go to clients, I have to stay on the gym floor, I have to do things with my life. And on the weekends, my girlfriend loves to snack, so that way I can actually spend more time with her. She's seeing this, so she's making faces right now. But that way I can have those snacks with her and still enjoy the weekend while still losing fat. And by doing that, I've lost 7 kilos in the last 6 weeks. I built this whole project using React and using Byte. I don't really know how to pronounce it. You know what it is. I'll just put the logo around here. Honestly, I thought it was going to be way harder than it actually was. When I tried to build this project last year, I honestly just didn't know where to start. And I think that getting into that role of actually building projects more and more just makes you lose the fear of finding the tool that you actually need. And especially after I found out about React, because the first big project that I did was with React Native. It was kind of a no-brainer to start doing projects also with React because it was quite similar. The only difference is that there's a lot more libraries in React than there are in React Native. This is a project that you can check out whatever you want. This is a free code source. You can actually take a look at it, implement features. You can do whatever you want with this code. I have it on my GitHub pages, so you can just go into the website and literally use it right now. So I'll leave the link down in the description if you want to check it out, and hopefully you'll actually be able to use it. The most important thing for me here is that this is actually a tool that I'm going to be using on a week-to-week basis, and that my clients are also enjoying to be implementing this into their counting calorie goals. I hope you enjoyed the video and this project that I just did, and bye bye.